From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
How you doing? The kids have come to play today. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. With all due respect, have several seats. My girls are always turned out. I give it to you straight, no chaser.
Now, here's Wendy.
Back at you. Thank you for watching. Say hello to my co-host, my studio audience. Oh. Thank you. After that reception, I'm doing just fine. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Thank you. So, the weekend is here. I don't know if you have big plans, but perhaps you'd want to tune into Saturday Night Live tomorrow because Donald Trump is hosting. People are furious. The Latino community, they're petitioning, protesting, they don't want it. As a matter of fact, the protests outside of SNL headquarters and NBC and whatnot have been going... This has been going on for like 24 hours, and it will continue probably until he gets there. Now, you know, as we all know, Donald has said some very offensive things about a lot of people, including Mexican people. And NBC was where they aired his Miss Universe pageant. And remember, they cut ties with him because of making racist comments. So now he's back at NBC hosting SNL. And so people are outraged. I don't really know how to feel about this. I mean, you know, outraged, like he's not gonna be the president, you all. And but the more shocking thing is that if he's making comments like this and we're protesting because we don't want him on SNL, SNL means this compared to being the president. Like, that's the rub. You know, like, wow. In other Republican news, you know, my governor in Jersey, Chris Christie, is like down. He's at the bottom of the leaderboard. You know, it's crazy because at one point I think you Republicans thought that you really had one in this guy, and now he's only got like 2% of approval. Whereas, you know, now you've got a brain surgeon at the top of the leaderboard, Ben Carson. And Donald Trump, well, you know, is it risky for him to go on SNL? You know, this could be the one thing that puts him down there with Christie if he does the wrong thing. I mean, you know, he's got an opening monologue. He's gonna be in every skit. I'm going to set my alarm to wake up on time to watch out of... I mean, I've never had a problem telling you that sometimes I have to set my alarm for particular events. Like when you leave for the club, you leave at midnight. So I need to get my sleep on beginning at 8 and then set the alarm to wake up, you know? Things don't work like they used to. But yeah, I'm gonna set my alarm to watch out of curiosity. And I guess maybe if it's worthy, we can talk about it on Monday. Otherwise, So I don't know whether you call it flaunting, but Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton certainly are open about their new romance. And one person is furious, and that's her ex-husband, Gavin Rossdale. Well, you should have thought about that, Gavin. Between Marilyn, who now calls himself Peter, between the allegations with Marilyn, the
he used to be a cross-dresser.
Cross-dresser, and the alleged housekeeper or nanny?
Nanny.
The alleged nanny rumors, Gavin, you should have thought about that. Now, according to Radar Online, Gavin is really upset because Gwen, he's saying, allegedly, is acting like a love-struck teenager instead of a 46-year-old mom of 3. Well, I hate when people try to categorize what a mom in her 40s or 50s. I hate that. Were you acting like a husband during their marriage? So, thanks to our friend Ryan Seacrest, Gwen says, she was on, his show, and she says there was an abrupt moment after the Grammys that was the final cause for their split. Now, I don't know what the abrupt moment was. But you know how when you're married and, maybe if you have kids, you take something, and then you take something, and then you take, but then that one shoe drops and you're just like, I'm done. I'm done. So here's the report. Gavin reportedly is jealous because Gwen has rebounded with someone with a bigger career. Well, she's there at The Voice, and he's awful cute, this Blake. And I know, right? Listen, I don't anticipate Gwen and Blake marrying. I think that they're both getting over being married for a while, and now they're together. Quite frankly, Blake is just the kind of fella that a girl needs after being married with kids. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because he likes to party. Right? He's got money, you've got money, you're whining and dining and flying in private jets, and you're laughing and giggling and having your drinks or whatever they do. To me, they're perfect. And Gavin, here's what I suggest you do. By the way, who'd you rather, Blake clap? Or Gavin clap? The thing about Gavin, no, to me, they're both equally good-looking guys in different kind of ways. You know I love the Dracula look, so this hair right here, it's great. But Blake is all tall, he could pick you up and throw you over his shoulders. But where Gavin just doesn't do it for me is that hiccup in the road with Marilyn. So, I'm sorry. But here's what Gavin should do. Gavin should not go out and get the cliche 22-year-old, girl and flaunt her around town. What he should really do is unplug every device in his house, no social media, say nothing more about this situation. Don't even date until you find somebody who really grabs your heart. That way, unlike Gwen, who's skipping around town like a teenager, I mean that in a good way, with a party boy, and I mean that in a good way. So Gavin should take the other road and save himself until he finds, somebody, you know what I... Rock on, Gwen. I like your new man. And so Matt Damon's marriage is allegedly in trouble. And it's being blamed on Ben Affleck. Affleck. Flack is the duck. Fleck is the man, right? Fleck. Affleck. Okay, according to the National Enquirer, Ben's alleged infidelities with, his situation with Jennifer Garner and stuff have bled their way into Matt's marriage to his longtime wife, Luciana. Because Luciana is now worried that birds of a feather flock together and that Matt might do the same thing. Well, Luciana, first of all, has a great come up. I mean, this Ben Affleck and Matt Damon and they've been married for 10 years. And they've got children together. And, as far as I know, it's always been a solid marriage. She was a bartender. Oh, what a come up, right? Okay. So she's working at the bar, and she's a single mom, and she already had a daughter. And in rolls Matt Damon. Next thing you know, they're in love, walking down the aisle. He accepts her daughter as his own. They go on and they have more children together. Isn't that fabulous? I'll tell you. But, I grew up always hearing that phrase, birds of a feather flock together. And I do believe that, but there are exceptions to the rule. For instance, I don't know. I do have girlfriends who do things that I would never do. Do you understand what I'm saying? Ever. Girlfriends who steal from their jobs, or girlfriends who have affairs with... And sometimes, like when you've been married for long enough or in your situation, sometimes it's like a science experiment to know how some of these girls are living. So they're not like your main friends, but they're people that you know every once in a while. You might catch a sandwich with them, and a glass of wine and listen to their stories. I don't believe in this particular situation, Matt Damon, because Ben Affleck strayed, that Matt would stray. I don't believe that. But what I do believe is when you're friends with seedy people, and we've all got seedy, not seedy, but just people with questionable morals. When you're friends with people like that, I think the best thing you can do to make your partner feel comfortable is don't go out with that person at night. Like, you go over to the restaurant, for a buffet at lunchtime. And you have something to eat, and then you go home. There's certain people you don't invite to your house or whatnot. Look, Luciana. Just my thought. Luciana, I say all that to say, as of right now, I don't think you have anything to worry about with you and your husband, Matt. Ben is a totally different man. Got out of that. What an exhausting story. Did anyone, any of my co-hosts try to get Balmain at the H&M? Clap if you did. No, clap. We clap around here. We clap, clap. You did? Well, no, you clap if you did. All right, none of you. Look, I'm busy. Now, you know I love to be part of a movement and everything, but, you know, quite frankly, this is the move, like I didn't, but people camped outside of H&M stores around the world for 3 days just to get the clothing. This is the ad. It features Gigi Hadid and Kendall Jenner. Yeah, Gigi and Kendall, and I guess they're on the subway. Anyway, fights were breaking out. Better than the legendary Walmart fight during the holidays, where they grabbed the girl's wig. Look at this. It's a mess. So, here's the deal. I mean, just hood. Okay. So here's the, first of all, it's very funny to watch that. I didn't care about being part of the movement, like going there physically, but I do have to tell you. So the line had a special party last night from 6 to 9 here in the city. And some of my Wendy staffers went. And so I told them, I said, well, when you get there, call me up. Don't even text. Who has time to wait for the text? Call me and start grabbing stuff and tell me what you see. So they call me up, right? And they're like, well, Wendy, we have a pair of velvet pants. They're black. I said, okay, get them. No, wait, hold on. I'm not finished. So then they're like, we have a leather sweatshirt. It's black. I said, get it. And then they tell me they're these long earrings. They're like 8 inches long. I said, get them. And like 5 minutes later, I go back to the phone. I'm like, who am I? I don't wear velvet pants. No. And I've got weak earring holes. I'm not wearing giant earrings. And I'm always warm these days. So I am not wearing a leather sweatshirt. I said, put all that stuff back. I don't want it. I almost got sucked into it. Anyway, they said there were past hors d'oeuvres and champagne and everything, but no, we didn't, let me show that video again, just for fun. Just, what is going on? That's really something else, you know what I mean? People, oh God. Oh, it's getting windy. That means it's time for Wendy's windfall. Come on, Suzanne. Suzanne, you're the best.
I made it.
Oh, Suzanne.
It is so hard to push this out.
You are
and I don't want to
such
get
a
the leaves
clown.
in my eyes.
I love it. That's my girl.
Thank you.
Anyway, it's time to meet today's contestant. Let's get her on the line. I like those goggles, by the way.
They're really good. I
Yeah.
can see well out of that.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Amber Stewart, Richmond, Virginia. Is this you? How you doing? It's Wendy. Hi, Amber. You're today's contestant for Wendy's Windfall.
Oh my God.
Amber, have you been watching our show every day on WUPV there in Richmond?
Yes, Wendy, yes.
All right. We'll be the judge of that. Let's find out how much you're playing for. Hit it!
All right, here we go. Big money! Come on! Big money! Rocky roll! I can't.
Amber, Amber, you're playing for $1,000, okay?
All right, yay.
Okay. Now, were you watching Kim Fields being interviewed yesterday on the show?
Yes.
Perfect. What word did she have all glitterized down the side of her dress? 15 seconds on the clock. Your first answer is the only, and go!
Bless.
Bless! Yes, Amber. Congratulations. You got your $1,000. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye, Amber. If you'd like to be a winner like Amber for big money playing Wendy's Windfall, log on to my Facebook page to enter, and make sure that you watch every day, every nuance, because you never know, I might be calling you, okay?